Hey everybody, Kim here with Little Biz Resources. Let's make sure we are actually live here. And then we can get started. I know it takes, there's a delay, so I can't even see if anybody's on yet for those who are new. But go to my channel and it says I'm live. Let's see if I have sound. Yep, I do. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this and get started. Okay, so we're going to be talking about passive income, at least to a degree. And the question is, can you generate passive income with an online business? Now, of course, the answer is yes, but how, right? So first of all, let's talk about why passive income. So earning income, what is passive income? First of all, earning income where you're not actively involved. That's like the why in the first place, right? So you want to make sure that for passive income, you're making money where it doesn't require you to be involved in it all the time. Okay, so keep that in mind. And a lot of people think of stocks, bonds, savings accounts, rental properties, etc. And then the question, of course, can you generate passive income with an online business? So let's look at the rules of passive income. You're not actively participating, but you are still participating. And this is one that I've had discussions with people before. And they're like, well, passive income is when you put your money in the stock market and you make a bunch of money. And I'm like, yeah, if you make a bunch of money, but you can't, if you just throw your money in the stock market and walk away, you'll be lucky if you don't know. I mean, obviously, if you know what you're doing, you can do that. But if you're first getting started, you're like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to invest in? So you are participating. It may not be an active participation in how you're generating the money, but you're still participating, right? So no matter what, you're still participating. You need to earn a profit from your system. And I said system because that's pretty much what it is that you have to know or have a system set up for that. Now, we are not using the IRS definition. I know somebody in here will be an expert and be like, well, that's not what the IRS says, but we're just so we understand, we're not using the IRS definition, which is the IRS is the Internal Revenue Service in the United States for those outside the United States. Now so our discussion is focused on how you can generate money with little ongoing effort. So let's look at some different examples. E-commerce passive income examples. Now, for those of you who follow Little Biz Resources, you know we're big fans of e-commerce. And I was like, you know what? There are e-commerce passive examples. Now, I don't do passive e-commerce fully because I'm constantly involved because I have to package my items and stuff. But there are two models that we do that are a little bit more passive. The first one is print on demand. You create the designs, you set up the products and everything. You have the integration. So for example, if you put your products on like the merchant marketplace, which we are releasing right now, and if you're like, hey, I want to do print on demand, you have our print on demand connected to it, and you can sell the products, and it automatically fulfills everything through the print on demand company. I mean, it's all integrated, right? So that's the integrations. Then you also want to set up your marketing so that people find your products. And of course, Merchlet itself has its own marketing, just like Etsy does or Amazon does. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to have marketing automated so that you're not actively doing the marketing. It's all automated, right? So automation, big theme in the Kim world. Now, of course, you might want to add a virtual assistant, so a VA, for customer service. That's what CS means on this, customer service. Or for just overall management, right? And this is because let's just say that you have a design that for whatever reason was flawed, and you get a customer that says, hey, this design isn't coming out right, and you're not paying attention to your customer service, you could lose money, right? So the whole point of this is to make money. So you're going to either have to be involved in the customer service, or you're going to have to hire somebody to be involved in the customer service. Again, still involved, but at a much lower capacity than if you were stocking products, buying merchandise, putting them on the shelves, trying to get customers in, checking them out, etc. Now, dropshipping is a very similar passive income method, and print on demand is kind of a hybrid between white label and dropshipping, right? And there's other e-commerce methods. I want to talk about these two because they're kind of the easiest to get started with, right? And there's like no real money up front other than, whatever training and software and stuff that you need. So for dropshipping, you need to set up the listings on a site that has the integrations. So integrations for both print on demand and dropshipping are important primarily for inventory control. So we're going to do integrations, and then we'll of course do our automated marketing. And again, you may want to add a virtual assistant. So let's look at affiliate marketing. So we talked about e-commerce. Now let's look at affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is when you make a referral commission by recommending products to people. An example of that is Kibo Code. So Kibo Code, which closes today, is the dropshipping business model that we recommend. And of course, there's a link in the description if you're interested. But as we recommend the product, when we recommend the product and somebody makes a purchase, we make an affiliate commission. There's a huge strategy to this that you can do, but generally it's that simple, right? It's that simple. You just have to, and I will tell you guys, the easiest money I've ever made, and this is sad to say, is when I have done nothing other than the initial video, put it on YouTube, and a year later, I'm still making sales for a product simply because I had a good video and they liked the way I presented it, or I'm the only one they found, or whatever it is, right? So you find a product that you like and you want to promote, you promote it, they make the purchase, you make an affiliate commission. All right, so for affiliate marketing, to make this passive though, because you're like, wait, if I'm constantly recommending products, how is this passive? You can use a blog style. So you can use a blog. You create a post, direct people to the product, or an email list. Of course, you use marketing automation to help with that. That is not as passive as some people would like it to be, but it is a way to do it. And you could schedule these out. You can do, you could have one blog post and it could last for a while, right? You could still be bringing people in from a blog post over and over and over again if you set up your automation. So it is a way to make it passive. Now, I should say one of the key things, and I talk about this in the next points, is that passive really requires evergreen products. And we talk more about that in our affiliate marketing course if that's something you're interested in. It's free, by the way. All right. So then the second way, use email lists and schedule out promotions. By the way, these are not exclusive. You can do both a blog style and an email list, which is a good idea. So something to keep in mind. Again, great for evergreen content. So use email lists and schedule out promotions. So let's say that you have 5 products that you want to promote, and you decide, okay, I'm going to put a bunch of opt-ins out there so people can get free reports or something, and they come into the email, and you use your email automation. See, I use that term automation a lot, don't I? You use email automation to generate, okay, they've come in, now I'm going to give them this information. Oh, by the way, I'm going to promote this product and then this information. And of course, there is a little bit of strategy to it, but it's nothing, earth shattering. You don't need a PhD. I have one. I know you don't, right? I made more money in affiliate marketing without having my PhD than I have with my PhD. And that's mostly just because we've shifted to e-commerce, but I still do affiliate marketing. I love it. I think it's a great way to connect people with good products. And that's why I like to do it. Then of course there's product reviews, how-to for products, etc. Those can all be, like, if you're promoting a software program, again, evergreen. So a software program that's regularly available, you can do reviews, and you could do a review. You could do how-to, different ways of how to do something. And then you can capture people who are like, oh, hey, you know what? I want to use this because that person showed me how to do it. I cannot tell you how many times I've done this, how many times I've made purchases simply because the person that I saw in a video showed me how to do something that I could not do. Perfect example of this, which I ended up not using, but I bought it anyway, was a plugin on WordPress where I was trying to do some sort of content gating. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it so that they just have to, and it was supposed to be social shares. Turns out that all the social platforms have changed their APIs and none of the plugins have kept up with that. But I watched multiple videos and finally somebody did it the way I wanted to do it. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do it their way, and I'm going to use the plugin that they recommend because I can follow them. Right? And so I did that, but it was outdated, and yeah, so it didn't work out well, but it was still fun to do. And I still purchase that way. So if somebody shows me how to solve my problem with a specific solution, I will use that solution until I decide that it doesn't fix my problem anymore. But that's how you can use, like for YouTube, for videos, that's a really good way to do that. And again, I want to emphasize evergreen products are perfect to make this passive. But if you want to do launches, like Kibo Code is a launch, Kibo Code's not going to be open anymore, so you can't promote this next year, but you can promote whatever it is that they're offering next year, right? So that type of stuff, which is high ticket affiliate marketing, again, part of our course, you can do that kind of stuff and have it, and weed that in as more of a little bit more active part. But again, you would do whatever elements you're doing. So let's say you spend a day putting together all of your materials and then set your automation up. I mean, that's pretty good money for a day's worth of work, right? I mean, you can make good money doing that. All right, so next one is Kindle books or ebooks. It doesn't have to be Kindle. It can just be an ebook, but Kindle does tend to be one of the largest places to promote ebooks. So the idea is you create an ebook, and a tip on this is that how-to ebooks do well over time. So I'm not saying an ebook like go write a mystery novel or something. I mean, I'm sure you'd be great at it because, I mean, all of us have mysteries that we could write about, but those tend to be a lot harder to market and to, get in front of people. So how-to ebooks, especially if you know how to do something that is in demand or something that's kind of specialized and there's not a whole lot of competition out there, then you can do really well. So how-to ebooks are good for longevity of passive income. Then you publish on Kindle and other platforms, and of course set up marketing and use automation to do that. Now, the thing about this is that there is a strategy with it on Amazon, especially on Amazon, but you don't have to necessarily know that strategy. And by the way, we did put a link in the description for free training, or well, it's not training, it's like I guess it is training. It's just a little, like a webinar that you can watch, and there's an ebook you can download on how to do this. Then, of course, every time you make a sale, you earn a percentage of each sale. I have to tell you, this is so funny because I logged into, it's a bank account I don't use anymore. I mean, I still have it, obviously, but I don't use it very often. So I logged into it the other day just to kind of check on it and make sure that, nobody had hacked or anything. And I was like, what is this Amazon deposit for like 37 cents? And I was like, oh, I sold an ebook from like 2013 or something. Right. So it's from a long time ago. And every now and again, I get that. And it's so funny because I can't remember what the total is now, but I laugh because that's a really old book and it's outdated and it needs to be completely revamped and everything. And I was like, man, that's so funny that I'm still making, even though it's just pennies for that particular one right now, I'm still making money from ebooks that I wrote years ago. And so this is on my radar to explore further. Just we're launching our marketplace. So it's not exactly right high up on the list at the moment. All right, so how can you get started? First of all, check out the links in the description. We, of course, have a free affiliate marketing course that's from Little Biz Resources. I made that. It's in the link in the description takes you to the page. That I'll keep the link, but eventually that will redirect to an actual members area, right? We'll eventually have a members area. I'm setting it up now. It just takes time, especially when you're launching a marketplace. Then, of course, print on demand. You can sign up for more information on the merchant marketplace. If that's what you want to get started with, we do recommend you do that because we can help you, right? If you want to start print on demand and do something else, somebody else's method, we can't help you. But if you want to follow our method, just sign up. It's to an email opt-in. Just sign up there. I'm going to email everybody when it's ready. We already have training on print on demand, right? You can look on the YouTube channel and you can see a ton of print on demand stuff. We're going to take that same information and we're going to apply it to the merchant marketplace. So you can start generating sales. We can help you with the marketing and everything else. That's the whole point of us setting that up. Now, Kibo Code closes today. So if you're interested in dropshipping and you're watching this on, what is today? The 3rd, February 3rd, then you better click that button and get in right now. But more than likely, you're watching it after the fact and it is closed. So dropshipping is one you may have to wait for or look for a different model. This is the only one I've liked in a long time. So I don't have another model to recommend. So that's it for dropshipping and for Kibo Code, of course. So sign up for our marketplace if you're interested. If you guys have questions, pop them in. It keeps flashing weird numbers at me, so I don't know what that means, and I know sometimes it doesn't stay connected. So if anybody's on, or if you're there and you have a question, I know somebody's on because it's telling me that, but pop that in there while we finish this up because without questions, I can't keep going. We have links for everything mentioned in this video in the description. Or should be there. Join our Facebook group. We have a Little Biz Resources Facebook group. Not super active, but you can pop questions in there, get my attention. And, I check it almost every day, if not every day. And, you can come live each week and ask questions. You can check the channel banner for when we're doing that. We will be changing that since people aren't coming live. And for lack of a better term, the YouTube algorithm doesn't help going live if you don't have a whole lot of followers, right? That's just kind of the way it works now. It used to be a different way, but now it's that way. So I'm like, okay, why don't we change this to like every other week? Because we're going to start doing live Q&As in a webinar platform, not on on YouTube, right? We're going to do them every other week, starting I think next week, so people can come and ask questions live on Zoom, and they'll ask questions and we can answer them, get them started on building their shop on the merchant marketplace. So anyway, I appreciate those of you that did come and have been listening. I don't see any questions at this time. Let me just double check I don't see any questions at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. But if you do have questions, you can pop them into the, whatever comments. You can hop into Little Biz Resources Facebook group, or you can, of course, come live the next time we're on. All right. And that's it for now. Thanks again.